Hello and welcome. If this is your first time here, I'm Garth Allen. This is Racing News Now, and we're joined today by the man of the hour from Saturday, Daniel Dye, winner of Saturday's Zinsser Smart Coat 200 from Berlin Raceway. Daniel, how you doing today, man?
Doing good, man. Still trying to take it all in.
I can imagine. Talk us through Saturday. Quite the emotional day from you. We saw the emotion there as soon as you got out of the car Saturday night. Just talk us through that whole day Saturday and what that was like for you.
Yeah, I mean, we started out the day pretty good. I mean, honestly, the whole day, just thinking back on it, went by really fast. We had a short practice. We were second. Um, I didn't really mock up like we should have. Qualifying, I was like one of the first cars out. I was like third or fourth out. Um, put down a pretty good lap, and it could have been a lot better. I missed turn three, which kind of set me up good for turn four and getting a good straight shot off. But um, I think it could have been better. But and got the pole, and I was doing all the general tire stuff with this deal and all the pictures and stuff um, for a good bit up until the race, and then yeah, I mean we started on the pole. It's like, all right, well this is where Daniel Dye does Daniel Dye things and falls back to about sixth. But I mean, like, the car was so good. Like, I fired off really good, and we put 10 cars on tie there, and then I just started saving, and uh, you know, Chad was yelling at me for a little bit to slow down, save my stuff. I was going too quick, which is something really good to hear when you're in the lead.
Yeah.
Um, and we didn't make any changes all day. Um, the only time we had to race tie was like the first two laps of the restart, and really, every like three out of the four restarts, I think there's four restarts. I was clear of him in turn two.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know, man. Like, it's so weird to say it, but it was like an easy day. Um, I mean, Ty got into me there, and I about lost it. I honestly thought that's where my race was over, and because I had the wheel so far to the right. I had it to where it stopped turning right, and I had to gas it up to keep from spinning. It was just one of those. It just I don't know how I saved it. Honestly, it was just kind of that. It just popped. I don't know. I didn't do it. It was just kind of like it was just instinct or whatever. Um, but yeah, man, it was just a quick day. And the whole the night was over so fast, and I met a lot of people. And the fans came and took pictures of the trophy and me in the car, and signed autographs at the hauler after, and went back to the hotel, went to bed, woke up at 4 o'clock, and caught a flight. And been getting texts from all kinds of cool people. John Doonan, the president of IMSA, um, people from Chevy, Maury Gallagher from GMS, the owner of GMS, Mike Beam, every single one of my family members, my friends. Twitter's been going crazy, and just social media. Like, Ty and Corey are the only people that won races this year. So I think everybody was, other than the mega fans of Ty and Corey, which I think even they were happy to see somebody else win. So yeah, I haven't seen a negative thing yet. I saw one negative thing when we announced it, just because I haven't done anything yet. I'm just new to the game, and it's kind of how it goes right now with young kids. They just kind of get into one of those rides, but to back it up now is pretty cool. Everybody seems to like it.
So you talked about all the texts and everything you got after this race, and we saw the emotion from you as soon as you got out in victory lane. On a personal level, what does this win mean to you and your career going forward?
Honestly, like, the last week before um before the race, I've been traveling so much, so I've been tired, I've been worn out moving so much, and I haven't. I mean, this is my third year racing big cars, and I haven't won a race yet. I mean, I won a local show at New Smyrna against the guy that finished second and third, or had good race cars, but that was their first time in a late model, and like their first time in America. So, it doesn't really count to me. So I I mean, I've been pretty down for a while. Can I do it? Are we just wasting our money right now? Just coming out here and I mean, that was my first top five on Saturday. So it's just like I didn't know if I could do it. And to do it, you know, all of that negative emotion was like gone, and it was just overwhelmed by like I mean, we dominated the race, and we beat Ty, who I mean honestly probably shouldn't lose a race. I mean it's understandable at the big tracks where Corey has help from teammates, and but I mean to beat Ty on a short track, at a place that their short track program is really good. I mean, like with Sam, I don't think he's lost, but one East race this year, right? Mm-hmm. He's won all the other three.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they got a great short track program, and we beat him and Corey, who won the last short track race. So, and along with the rest of the ARCA competitors that are really good at what they do. I mean, Jesse ran really good at the Money in the Bank race a couple months ago. So, yeah, I mean, that's my first real win, and yeah, it was pretty cool.
So how does a deal like that with GMS come about then? I mean, you mentioned this was your first top five you've ever had. How did they approach you for this kind of a ride?
Well, so Kevtron Media, who runs my social media and all my PR stuff, mm-hmm. Has had a relationship with GMS for a couple of years and is friends with Mike Beam, and really we have wanted to drive the 21 car, but with how our money situation works, and how racing works, it just wasn't really on the table to do what it would have taken to drive a 21 car. But with Jack leaving, I was struggling in the 43 car with Ben Kennedy. We're kind of moving parts there with Ben Kennedy. It just made sense to hop to the 21. Ben helped us. Ben Kennedy helped us out of that deal, and Ben Odom, who works for Ben and for the France family in NASCAR, they're big help in moving teams. And Jimmy Kitchens, who has been like my mentor over the last 3 years, said it just makes sense. And with the driver's edge development thing, like that's a big part of GMS's program, and just everything. It just seemed to make sense. So Jack moving to the truck for the rest of the year, left that seat open. Jack's still gonna, I think, run a few more ARCA races like he did at Charlotte and stuff. But yeah, I mean the seat was open. Mr. Beam asked if we wanted to make a deal, and here we are.
So what's the plan for you in that car the rest of the year? Are you running every race that you're eligible to run, which I guess would be everything except, Michigan and Kansas?
I'm going to run, let's see, it's Iowa. So the rest of the East races, which are mm-hmm. the combined races, so it's Iowa, Milwaukee, Bristol.
Yeah, I think it's just those three.
That's it, right?
Yeah.
So those, Phoenix and Winchester are left.
Okay.
So I got 5 more ARC races this year, and then I got a couple late model races in the 43 car too with Ben Kennedy, and hopefully going to add some late model stock races too with the GMS late model program.
Okay. So looking forward at Iowa this weekend, what are you expecting from that race? If I'm not mistaken, I think that's going to be your first time there ever, right?
Right. Yeah. I don't know. I've talked to a couple people about it. I don't think we're really going to move to the top. It doesn't seem like the ARCA cars do it. But I don't know, man. I haven't really seen any big tracks quite yet. I tested at Pocono, which is crazy, crazy different than anything I've ever seen. And then I ran Dover. Iowa, I talked to Chad Bryant this morning, actually. And he said that iRacing is a good tool for Iowa. Like probably the one place it makes sense to get on iRacing. So yeah, I mean, I just got to get on there. I'm not expecting anything crazy. I know we just won and dominated a race, but a good excuse is Chad's worst finish at Berlin is second. So he's won the last 3 races there. So Iowa, I mean, he's gonna bring a good piece. With it being a combined race, I think there's going to be a good bit of cars there. Going to have to race some fast race cars, but yeah, I mean, we got some confidence. We won in our 3rd race, so I think we're all looking forward to it.
All right. Well, Daniel, I think that's all I got for you today. So thanks for joining us today. Congratulations on the win, and good luck on Saturday at Iowa.
Thanks, man. Thanks for having me.